Alright, so I've taken 2 big fresh bunches of collards that we got at the farmer's market today, and I pull those leaves away from that stem and I just throw the stems away. I don't like the stems. Some people leave the stems on, but I trash them. So now I'm just taking those leaves and stacking them one on top of the other, and about 5 or 6 leaves at a time, and then I roll them up. When I roll them, I'm just going to cut them. This makes a chiffonade of your collard leaves. About maybe less than an inch thick, just depending on how you like them. You can make them thinner. And I rinse them like 3 times in that bowl. Okay, so this is olive oil, onion, and red pepper flakes, a little bit of garlic, and that's sauteed. So I can add my collard leaves and start wilting that green. And it looks like it's not going to all fit, but as soon as you get it in there and cover it, it's going to start wilting, and you want to just take your tongs and take the ones on the bottom and get on the top, stir it around, and then you're going to add even more collards when it makes room, because it really does wilt those collard leaves. Make it really a whole lot smaller. There you go. And there's the rest of them. And they all go in that pot. So that was that 2 big fresh bunches that came from the farmer's market. It seems like it's a lot, but it does cook down. Alright, so then I'm going to stir it again and get everything that's on the bottom on the top, and all those wilted leaves. Okay, so I like to add in here a can of tomatoes, and this is just diced tomatoes. And you can use frozen if you have some in the garden, but just diced tomatoes and stir that around and get that all incorporated. Now this is some chicken stock that I had left over. I had just put in a jar from last night, but just cover the tops of those leaves with chicken stock. And salt and pepper to taste. And I like ground pepper here since I've already got the red pepper flakes. I don't want big, coarse ground pepper. I just use the ground pepper powder. I'm going to put some vinegars in there in just a minute. But you can see that I've just covered those collards to the just so they're covered with chicken stock, and I let them cook for about 30 minutes before I add the vinegar. And by the time I'd finished adding vinegar, I probably put about a cup of the apple cider vinegar and a cup of the white vinegar in there total. I did go back and add some more after this. Now this cooks, I leave it uncovered for a while to cook, and total cooking time is about an hour and a half, 2 hours, and this is what it looks like when it's finished. Enjoy, and Happy New Year's!